Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be upgrading this older rolling stock with newer metal wheel sets from Rapido. So I've got a lot of these old cars like this one. They're really cool, they're classic, they've got a lot of character to them. But they all have a big problem, which is that they've got plastic wheels. And the problem with plastic wheels is that as they wear, they leave residue on your track. And this can cause, obviously, your track to get dirty. But it can also cause your locomotive's wheels to get dirty, and in some cases it's gotten so bad that stuff is derailing because there's that much grime on the track. So it's a bit of a problem. So anyway, I went to my hobby shop and I picked up this. It's a Rapido set of metal wheel sets, and there's 50 in here, and we're going to be upgrading all this stock you see here today. So let's get started. This right here is what I paid for these metal wheel sets. They're certainly not cheap, but they're from a really good make. I find most Rapido products I've bought so far, I haven't been disappointed with. And this is what my hobby shop had, so I assume they did some research themselves, because most of the products they sell there are pretty effective. So there are all the wheels. And again, as it said on the box, there are about 50 of them in here, so there they all are. I think the guy at the hobby shop said you could upgrade about 12 pieces of regular rolling stock with this. So there are the wheels. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking out the old wheels. So there are your old plastic ones. And the way we do this is I usually just stick a thumb here, and you just kind of pop the wheels out. Another good thing about upgrading wheels on older rolling stock is that the plastic wheels can also apparently warp over time, and they become wonkier, which can obviously lead to derailments, so that's not good. So we've got all the wheels out of this one, and we're going to take some Label synthetic lubricant. This is Label 102. It's a very light, high viscosity. I always forget. It's not super thick is what I'm saying. It's not like a grease. So we're just gonna put a little bit of oil in each of the actual spots where the bearings go. And you don't want to put much, as always. They really don't need much. And yeah, we'll just get some lubricant in there. When I get these in, just kind of push them one way like so. Let's test them. That's rolling nice and smoothly. I wasn't completely inclined to do these upgrades for one simple reason, which is that, you know, when you buy older stock, part of the thing that makes it kind of special if it hasn't been modified is that it's kind of like original as it was, you know, from the factory. But at the same time, I don't think changing the wheels on it really makes it lose its character in any way, so anyway, that should be good. So there's our first car, the Wonder Woman box car. By the way, I noticed this is copyright DC Comics 1977. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's nice 70s era stuff, so that's pretty cool. I think next we're going to do the Black & Decker drill box car. Here's something new I've been experimenting with on the channel, which is giving you guys kind of macro shots when I do things on rolling stock. That way you guys can get a better idea of what it is I'm doing. Because when I do these videos, you know, I think people can learn sometimes from what I'm doing, but I think it's a lot better when you can see really up close what exactly is going on. So this is something I'm going to try to include in more of my videos, because I do believe it's helpful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I forgot to put the oil. So I'm really not putting much. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it almost makes this stuff look expensive. Crazy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, next off is the Hershey box car. And these really all just go the same way. There's not too much you need to know even between makes like Lifelike, Bachmann, and Tyco. This all generally goes the exact same way, so pretty easy. Oh, might need a bit of work. Well, it's not that bad, but yeah, it could be better. Now, finally, the one I'm sure part of the audience has been waiting for, the Quebec Car. This is actually the first time I've ever taken this one out of the box, ever since buying it at the Elmer Train Show in Quebec. It looks even better out of the box. There's a detail I wasn't expecting, like even the little footplate on top is done. Lionel Hong Kong. This is in really good shape. I don't see any scuffs or anything like that. Yeah, even the wheels are not really all that worn out. So this thing is not high mileage, I can say that. But we'll upgrade the wheels anyway because it will be much better. You can see too on each of these wheel sets, like just how much contact, you know, is made in every bearing. Like it's a very modest amount. And that's why when these are done right, they roll very efficiently. And on this this car, you can't really see it, but this is spinning. Like ever since I started spinning that, it's still spinning right now. Very little rolling resistance, which is great. That's why they also don't really need that much oil, because there's not too much surface area where there's friction. Yeah, that one's just as good. The only slight concern I have about these wheels is that as Rapido does, they make things try to make things look as realistic as they can, and these are probably to scale. The problem with flanges like this on these wheels is since they're not very big, they can't account for too much as far as, you know, uneven sections in the track go. So for things like switches, I don't know how these are going to perform. I usually like the wheels to have really deep flanges like the older wheels do. I know they're less realistic, but they don't derail as much. But these are higher quality wheels, which are probably made better, so they'll be less uneven, so maybe that will compensate. I don't know. Either way, we've got all of our boxcars done here. Let's do some cool arrangement. So why don't we go take them to the track to test them? Alright, so first impressions of the new wheels are... Okay, that's pretty crazy. In comparison to the plastic wheels, this boxcar in particular rolls so much better. I can remember how it was before, and the resistance was way higher. And it had pretty worn out wheels, so it wouldn't surprise me if this helps from that standpoint as well. Oh, this one. Yep, same case with the Wonder Woman car. Super low resistance, sewing a couple of those together. Now, the Hershey box car seemed a little stiffer, so I'm not sure if maybe this one needs to get broken in or if I need to do some sort of adjustments. Yeah, that one could be better. It's not gonna like prevent the train from moving, but it could be better. Now let me go get the Quebec car. This one seemed like the best of the bunch when I tested it by hand. Let's see how it... That's crazy. There's even a little bit of a slope, and as you guys can see, like it's just like coasting. That's beautiful. So there's our train. Now let's find ourselves a locomotive. I figure if we're going to be running old stock, we may as well pick a type of locomotive which fits well with it. Plus all the stock still has horn hook couplers, which I'll probably upgrade at some point, but for now I'm just going to leave as is. Anyway, let's run our train with all new wheels. Alright, so we've got our whole train set up here. Let's give her some power. Yeah, look at that. There's something about this older rolling stock which just, it's got a classic quality that really can't be beat. Especially being pulled by an old Tyco Golden Eagle. And here's what we call in the film industry, which I'm not part of, a money shot. Well, maybe a Monopoly money shot, I don't know. Well, folks, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun putting all those wheel sets in, and there's some other rolling stock I'm sure I'll be able to upgrade. But until then, thank you all so much for watching.